How can you compare fractions? Think about this question during the lesson. Isabella's father is building a model dinosaur with spare pieces of wood that measure 1/4 of an inch and 5/8 of an inch. What fractions are you given in this situation? The fractions are 1/4 and 5/8. Which pieces are longer, the 1/4 inch pieces or the 5/8 inch pieces? Let's find out. Some fractions can be compared with benchmark fractions. Benchmark fractions are fractions you can easily use for making a mental image. A benchmark 1/2 fraction strip is easy to picture in your mind. These fraction bar images show one whole strip and 1/2 of a strip. Let's compare 1/4 and 5/8. You can use fraction strips to compare both fractions to 1/2. Compare 1/4 to 1/2. Use one 1/4 strip to show 1/4. Is 1/4 greater or less than 1/2? The fraction strips show that 1/4 is less than 1/2. Now compare 5/8 to 1/2. Use 5 1/8 strips to show 5/8. Is 5/8 greater or less than 1/2? The fraction strips show that 5/8 is greater than 1/2. So 1/4 is less than 5/8. The 5/8 inch piece of wood is longer than the 1/4 inch piece of wood. Why is 1/8 less than 1/2, though 8 is greater than 2? Unlike whole numbers, when the denominator of a fraction with the same numerator increases, the fraction gets smaller. Why is using fraction strips one of the most reliable methods of comparing fractions? Using fraction strips is one of the most reliable methods of comparing fractions because you can visually see the difference in lengths between the fraction strips. Now let's compare 1/4 and 3/4. These fractions contain the same denominator. When the two fractions contain the same denominator, you compare the numerators. The numerator of 1/4 is 1. The numerator of 3/4 is 3. 3 is greater than 1, so 3/4 is greater than 1/4. Now you know how to compare fractions using fraction strips.